Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode of the Prep Vlog series. Now, it is a Saturday. I did not train today. Main reason is because I decided to deload. So I decided to deload this week. I just text Carl on the Wednesday morning and was just like, I'm just going to deload from now on. I noticed signs that the body was needing it. I said this in like the last episode. For me, what tends to happen is I'll just constantly feel fucked all the time, and then my sleep cycle starts to go. So it was really sort of Monday night, slept poorly. Tuesday night, slept even worse. Like waking up in the middle of the night for a pee and not being able to get back to sleep. So that was just kind of meaning that stress on the body was just at an all-time high. Now, what that's meaning is that we are holding, 122, about 121 kilos, which is an all-time high in body weight, but that was also combined with all-time levels of strength. So, I mean, when you push up 50 kilos in, say 7 weeks, or 50 pounds, sorry, as well as just the amount of load that was accumulating, the nervous system just gets fatigued, man. And usually for me, I'll notice like a little niggle, and I maybe could have pushed another sort of one or 2 weeks, but inevitably it just wouldn't have been worthwhile and I just would have got injured. Whereas right now, backing off the gas for about 5 days, just fully off, just steps, getting my food in, and being sort of lazy out with that, that should see me enough. And every time I come back from a deload, I'm always way stronger, and we'll get another good run, and we should then be able to push, if we're sitting roughly at between 121, 122, I think we should be able to push up to really 125 within the next 6 weeks or so, after the deload. Absolutely easy. By then that'll be when we sort of pull down and begin to just hold, get bloods done, and everything like that. So yeah, not being that too productive in regards to training. I trained Monday, Tuesday, and training was good, considering how sort of poor I felt. But all in all, just enjoying some time away from training. It was kind of that point where, so on the Wednesday, I was like, my body's just battered, it's just fucked, and I don't really want to continue to batter it, knowing that if I take one step back, I'll get like a super compensatory effect in regards to recovery, which ultimately mean, should get more fucking jacked. So body weight itself is held. So the deal started on Wednesday. I trained on Tuesday, so Wednesday was just like a normal rest day. So you can say like Thursday, Friday has been the sort of full days off. Body weight's holding around 122.7 kg. So not quite at the 123 marker yet, but still 20 kilos above stage weight, which in 8 weeks is just crazy, because my rebound or off season is a week behind the amount ahead of the weeks of lockdown there's been. Well, in saying that, it's not really, because it's actually pretty much the same, because on this the Friday that they announced the gyms were going to shut, before lockdown got announced on the Sunday, that's when my off season started. So it's been the same amount of length. So if you were to tell me then I'd be 20 kilos up in 7 weeks, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But the sleep cycle has returned, so I'm still waking up for the toilet like I always do usually, but I'm getting back to sleep like that. The mornings where I'd usually, like the Thursday, Friday, where I'd usually get up at 4:15 in the morning to train, I didn't, and managed to sleep until about 6:30. So an extra 2 hours like of sleep each night, which I needed. Like I was just out. Rona was often awake before me, and then I was waking up to her being on her phone. But in reality, to like how it actually feels being at this weight, because I've never been here before, like I do get fairly out of breath walking up a shallow incline. Along with that, I get like quite lower back bumps or a calf pump.
because I've been hitting them so hard. And that's generally like just a bray walking up the estate. It's not like an actual like hill. So, you know, Rona wants to travel up the Sidlaws, and I said if we did, it would take us hours because I need so many breaks. But that's often the thing, right? When you go to extremities, especially the opposite end of being lean, when you get up to, you know, your heaviest, it's hard, and it takes a wee while for the body to settle. So, considering that we're still pushing up, it's going to continue until we have that period where we hold for about, say, 4-6 weeks, pull back anabolics, and then things should start to settle down a bit. But in the gym, lower back pumps and everything like that have calmed down. I did pull back my volume as well after that podcast with Cuba. He sort of reminded me that I shouldn't be going fucking as hard as I've been going. But apart from that, you know, it's been, I needed the time off. I'm like, I would say I'm enjoying it, just simply my body's enjoying the rest. Maybe not quite mentally enjoying it, but I know that a couple of days, I'll be back to giving it the beans on the hack squat, and it'll be all good. I think with that, you know, like, we are officially adults now. Big milestone here. Just got our garden cut. Officially adults, aren't we, babe?
Yep.
What do you think, Pickles? Oh. Pickles. Pickles. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, peanut.
Look at this wee man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. He's like that. Look at that. Gotta sell a gardener, officially adults, eh? So, having a house does make you an adult, but when you have a gardener, that certainly makes you an adult. Rona's actually been pretty handy around the house in regards to cracking my back.
2, 1.
And then also when I need to get a quick shoulder pump on. So in regards to like business, it's been a good week. Like, we did a webinar on Thursday, it's hugely successful on all things competing.
In regards to being ready too early, the thing is, it's going to come down to your mental fucking resilience at times, isn't it? If you've got the testicular fortitude.
And it's just great to see so many people kind of from the UK come, you know, in this one thing that brings us together is bodybuilding, to just chat shop about things. And, you know, the fact that I'm able to give my experiences along with Clara and Ali, or Clary as I like to call them, and have people listen and be thankful for it is nothing short of amazing. So we'll continue to do that. Next week I think we're going to do one on disordered eating, which Clara's going to run, which will be really good. I think that's not often talked about enough within the industry. In terms of business wise, like, my clientele still continuing to grow. 2 pickups last week, 2 pickups this week, and the online client base tends to be holding, and that's even with the possibility of gyms not being open until October time, which it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. It's frustrating, I suppose, for many. For a lot of my clientele, they have equipment. A lot of them have quite a decent amount of kit and are able to still make progress in this time period. And don't get me wrong, there's some that are limited in what they've got, but they're still, you know, training as hard as they can and kind of getting on with it. So I'm just thankful that they're all still around. You know, it really is amazing that they've all decided to continue to, you know, stick with myself, and means I'm able to, you know, still live life how I want to live. Like, my routine's not changed much at all, apart from just training first thing in the morning. But, you know, with what happened this past week with Luke, it really shocked. I think it shocked the whole industry. I didn't really know the guy, and I felt quite emotional about it. And then I watched James Hollingshead's video, which spoke about him, and fuck man, I was tearing up. And I think that what it just confirmed in my mind is the effect that this lockdown is having on everyone's mental health, particularly that of bodybuilders or people that are, you know, into sort of changing their physique. Even like, you know, Luke had a huge amount of equipment at his house, but I guess it's the social interaction that you get in your social circles, or with that. I don't know how it happened or why you did it or whatnot, but I think that just in general, if you're out there and you are, you're holding everything in and you're not reaching out, like you got to reach out to someone. We have quite a big community, thankfully, and they're all really good at supporting each other. The guys are good at taking the piss out of each other as well, but the girls group chat is amazing. So, not to say the guys group chat isn't amazing, but girls will chat more, won't they? So, if you are sort of feeling down, you feel like your mental health suffering, just reach out, become part of the team, the community, and ultimately we'd love to help you through this period. Anything else? I think on Monday I'll be starting something called hyaluronic acid. I've got a vial here which is pretty, looks like glue. I actually think it looks a bit like cum, to be fair. All that's really going to do is I'm just going to inject that straight into biceps. All that's going to do is just promote like fluid absorption, so like blood flow. Theory behind it is that, that a mechanism of hypertrophy is cellular swelling, metabolic stress. So you do a lot of pump work and you promote a lot of blood flow, a lot of metabolite buildup. You just drive nutrients into the cell, because hyaluronic acid will absorb 1,000 times that of its weight in fluid. So you can imagine the pumps that you're going to get from it, and the sort of fascial swelling as well. So I figured, why the fuck not? Just try it, right? I'm not spending money on anything else, apart from the weekly food shop, which is going up as Cal puts my food up and up and up. Awaiting Bojo's announcement tomorrow, before I think we'll need to have a word with our wedding venue, but I think me and Ron are both okay if it needs to get rescheduled. It is what it is, don't get me wrong, it's something I've been looking forward to for 2 years, but we'll still get married. But I mean, I'm doing all good. I think the one thing I've missed just a little bit this week is life. A little bit, just the ability to go and have like a hotel night away somewhere, because that usually does me the world of wonders. I don't mind working every single day, I love my job, but just being able to pack up and go away for a night and just turn my phone off, or and just when we go away we do nothing, right? Just use the spa, lay around, watch shitty TV, have a meal, put my phone in the room. That does my head world of wonders, and not being able to get it, it is what it is, right? So just got to crack on. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, share it. If you know anyone that's struggling, please reach out and tell them to get in touch. And wherever you are, wherever you do, give it the beans.